Hello, Praxist. Let's dive deeper into the threads of our collective past and unravel the parallels that shape our present and loom over our future. For the measly cost of a dozen or so minutes of your time, together we may explore the societal tides that have brought us to the shores of this metamodern age. The Gilded Age, a term coined to denote the glittering exterior and tarnished underbelly of the late 19th century. This term, draped with the opulence of a superficially prosperous era, serves as a historical mirror reflecting our current societal challenges, despite often being romanticized in the typical capitalist classroom. This period, for all its industrial triumphs and architectural marvels, was underpinned by a stark reality of socio-economic divide. It was an era when the luster of progress and the shadow of inequality were in stark contrast with one another. The industrial magnates of the late 19th century, enshrined in their gilded cages, were oblivious to the plight of the laboring masses whose sweat and blood were the invisible ink in the ledgers of prosperity. Today we find ourselves witnessing the unfolding of a time that is being referred to as a Second Gilded Age, its narrative woven with the threads of technological prowess and global interconnectedness, yet it also reeks of the vast inequities spread like a pestilence by its forebearer. As we traverse this new landscape, the lessons of the past stand as a stark reminder that the gleam of our digital age could easily blind us to the burgeoning inequalities that lurk in its shadows, warning us against the repetition of historical oversight. For it is already too late, as the Second Gilded Age is already upon us, with its own set of industrial magnates replaced by tech giants and global influencers whose digital footprints are as large as the carbon footprints of yesteryear's robber barons. Indeed, just as the Industrial Revolution transformed our society, our informational era offers both the promise of widespread prosperity and the peril of deepened societal divisions. The widening economic chasm caused by the digital divide, if left unchecked, threatens to rend the unity of our global tapestry, leading us toward a future where the virtual worlds we create may become as segregated as the physical world that we inhabit. Acutely aware of this potential dichotomy, the Praxist Movement emerges as a progressive vanguard to meet this challenge head-on, championing socio-economic reform with a vision for an equitable future where the digital and physical realms complement rather than compete, and shared prosperity is the very bedrock of our civilization and daily lived experience. The Praxis stands as a sentinel at the crossroads of history, peering steadily through the fog of historical amnesia and wielding a philosophy imbued with the lifeblood of action that injects the vitality of practical solutions and the vision of a sustainable future into the very heart of our society. All of this underpinned by our unwavering belief that the progress of society should be measured not by the wealth of the few but by the well-being of the many. The Praxist represents a clarion call, urging for change in our collective consciousness, asking us to balance the scales of advancement with ecological integrity and social equity to create a world where technological advancement serves humanity, economic growth is not achieved at the expense of ecological balance, and each step forward is taken with a mindful regard for the legacy that we leave behind. Our mission is clear and our resolve unwavering. We seek to witness the implementation of a series of transformative socio-economic reforms that call for innovation, inclusivity, and a steadfast commitment to sustainability. We champion an economic reformation where environmental sustainability is not an afterthought but a foundational pillar of growth and prosperity. Our economic agenda is to redefine the very definition of the word prosperity, to ensure that it is woven from the silken strands of ecological consideration and not from the frayed threads of exploitation. We are advocates for a green economy, where jobs align with the sustainable rhythms of our planet, businesses thrive within the boundaries of a transparent ecological prudence, and industries flourish within the garden of a collaborative global ecosystem. Our vision is to transform cities from ecological graveyards of concrete and steel into vibrant living ecosystems, aspiring to fundamentally re-engineer our cities into self-sustaining bastions of sustainability. The Praxist champions the adaptation of biomimetic infrastructure that breathes life into our urban landscapes, encouraging the utilization of buildings that in turn become nurturing habitats of energy conservation and creative inspiration. This we push alongside agricultural practices that revive the sacred bond between urban inhabitants, the nurturing earth, and the sun which sustains it all. Hereby, we reconnect inhabitants of such communities with the cycle of growth and harvest. The educational edifice that the Praxist seeks to construct envisions an adaptive and resilient curriculum designed to ride gracefully the tides of change, equipping our citizens to sail the uncertain waters of the future with confidence and skill, and preparing them not just for the job markets of today, but for the societal shifts of tomorrow. We advocate for an educational paradigm that nurtures critical thinking, fosters innovation, and instills a deep-seated respect for our planetary home. It is no secret that true transformation, the kind that is etched into the annals of history, is born from the collective efforts of communities. The Praxist Movement is a crucible for deep community engagement, a space where dialogue and collaboration transcend the barriers of hierarchy and geography. The journey toward transformative change is not the work of the few, but the actualization of a long-held dream of the many. Thus, the Praxist Movement rises as an incubator for profound community engagement, fostering a tapestry of dialogue and partnership that spans all levels of society. Our commitment is to build bridges of collaboration that connect grassroots activists to global policymakers, weaving a network of solutions that are as innovative as they are inclusive into a lattice of alliances that spans the spectrum of society. From the corridors of power to the streets of the struggle, we aim to forge partnerships that yield innovative, inclusive, and sustainable solutions. The Praxist Whisper stands ready to guide this journey, with a call to action that resonates across the divides of status and geography, but a Praxist cannot exist without community. For this reason, we call upon each of you to join us on this exciting new trip into the unknown, to be the change makers, the visionaries, the relentless advocates for a future that is equitably shared and sustainably nurtured. The Praxist Movement extends an inclusive invitation to all, policymakers, entrepreneurs, community leaders, and citizens from all walks of life to actively participate in this epoch-making endeavor. Take up the mantle of progress, shape the future with the clay of collective aspiration. Your voice, your hands, and your heart have a place in this shared quest for a future where prosperity is the natural born right of all. Embracing the Praxist ethos, we acknowledge the magnitude of global challenges and believe that the potency of local action is the best way to begin tackling this Leviathan. Our strategies are meticulously designed to echo the resonant frequency of global sustainability while being agile enough to adapt to the unique requirements of local communities. Our ambition is to ignite and nurture the flames of change at the community level, empowering every individual to become a nexus of transformation in their own right. As we stand at this momentous crossroads of history, the Praxist Movement is dedicated to steering the narrative of the Second Gilded Age toward a saga of unity, progress, and unshakable hope. This pivotal moment in history is laden with opportunity and ripe with potential. We call upon you to join us in forging a legacy that future generations will celebrate with pride for its dedication to creating an equitable and sustainable world for them to live in. Engage with us in actions that speak louder than words. Join the Praxist Nexus public group on Facebook. Follow the Praxist Passage, pioneering practical progress, and immerse yourself in a community that goes beyond dreaming of a better future to actively constructing the edifice of a better tomorrow. Together we can redirect the currents of time, alter the course of history, and chart a new path toward a brighter shared horizon. As Praxists, we are more than ready to inscribe a new chapter in the epic of humanity, a chapter where shared prosperity is the hallmark of success. There exists no need for a common currency, and ecological mindfulness is our collective creed, where the prosperity of one is shared by every member of our global family, ensuring that all collective activities are aimed at bringing up those left behind by the sands and sieges of time, and then toward the greater benefit of all. We need not fear the stature of the Leviathan. Such a beast can yet be felled through sociocratic collaboration. In that spirit, let us join forces to redefine this age, ensuring our legacy is marked by inclusivity, sustainability, and a prosperity that is shared by every member of our global family. Thank you for watching. Praxist, yeah?